The Gods Listening Party, featuring talent from across the globe. With your hosts, Jason Stanley and DOdouble.
I don't hear nothing in the Discord.
Now, it's time for the Gods.
We are live and alive here on this special Friday show, album listening party, and I feel a little silly because this is my album that the gods are listening to tonight.
Yes.
Feeling very grateful, very, very grateful indeed. And before we get started, I would like to do this. Oh man, I hope this works. Here we go. I'd like to do this. This is something that Jason and I talked about and that we want to be able to do for other gods. So going forward, you'll see we're going to start making advertising available for any things that you guys want to promote. But one of the great ways to promote anything creative you do, like the albums that you create, is a God's Listening album party. And all that we ask is that you contribute a little bit more than $1. Actually, we ask you to contribute a couple more dollars. You want to say something about it, Jason?
Couple more dollars.
Exactly. So I have asked because it would be really weird if I gave feedback on my own album. I've asked my very good friend Tali Rod. Everybody, give it up for Tali Rodriguez.
Rodriguez.
Ask Tali Rod to join Jason through this listening party to give feedback, because the truth of the matter is, while I get a lot of feedback from a lot of the gods, some of the gods who are here right now, Tali has been instrumental as I have been putting this thing together since I've known the gods and listening to it and giving me a lot of feedback. And there's been a lot of influence on this album from Tali Rod. The one other thing I need to mention is, while this is my first solo album, the only feature in this album is Tali Rodriguez. So
Nice.
yes. So
Dumbest shit ever. biggest mistake in history.
So we do have some of the gods here, and what I would love to do is I would love to say hello to the gods. I appreciate you guys being here for this listening party. I am probably turning beet red right now because I am feeling a little embarrassed. This album was took a long time to make. It was very hard to do. I'm glad it's done. I hope you all like it. But let's go ahead and check in with the gods here. We got Don Murder. Don Murder, what would you like to say before we begin this album listening party here?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I agree. Yes. Yes.
I agree. Yes.
And then Dr. Vogt. Dr. Vogt, thank you so much for being here, man. What do you want to say before we get started?
Congratulations. And I'm proud of you. And I hope everybody enjoys it. And let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
Oh.
Absolutely. And then Maker, are you there? Maker? I see he. For message of the day. Well, Maker, thanks for being here as well. But let's go ahead and let's bring up Tali here and Jason. Jason, do you want to say anything before we get started here?
Before we get started, congratulations, D.O., to your first album. It's dope that I've been a part of it, that I was, that I was one of the ones telling you, just drop it, just do it,
Yes.
just drop it, just do it. And here we are, the album is out. And I'm excited to listen to it with everybody, because my favorite way to listen to music or watch movies is around a bunch of friends. It's just feels better.
Yeah, hell yeah. And then Tali, anything you want to say before we get started?
No. Let's go.
All right, let's go.
Oh yeah.
So let's go ahead and let's jump right in. And hang on 1 second. Are we listening to the? Am I on the right window here? I don't think I'm even on the right window here. Hang on. There we go. There's the album. All right. So we can go ahead and jump right in. Let's go ahead with the first track. I will caution everybody. There's a bunch of interviews in here of my family. I did purposely to kind of set up all the songs. So let's start out.
Do it.
All right.
Hey, how loud is this?
How loud? It's fairly loud.
Okay.
I mean, can you hear yourself?
Yeah.
All right. Now we're recording.
Yes.
All right. So state your first name.
Rose.
How'd you get that name?
From you.
Yeah, it's a pretty name.
Yes.
Whoever gave it to you is a genius.
Bro's complimenting himself.
All right, Rose, I got a question for you.
Yes, what is?
How is it having a father who raps? What do you think about that?
I think it's awesome.
You do?
Yeah.
You're not like embarrassed at all? And the fact that you have a dad who calls himself DOdouble?
No, why?
No?
Why would I be embarrassed?
Now, so what do you think of the music that your dad makes?
I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
And I think it's awesome that like every time we're like driving home from like dance or quick trip or something, I get to hear what you've created.
You like that?
Yeah, I think that's really cool.
I poured my soul into this, going all in, ready to win, taking a risk, no miss. But I had to begin before I would end. It's been a dream of mine that I would shine during my time, finally expose my rhymes. I gotta believe that someone would see this is my destiny, reaching it down inside of the dirt. I had to move heaven and earth, at least I attempted to put in the work. All the energy that I exert, feeling the sweat on the back of my shirt, seeing the blood with all of the hurt, hoping the investment will finally convert. So I will claim my place. Remember this time, remember my face. Going to break through space. I lay in the ground with all of the bass. Don't want memories erased. I'm dealing with facts and building my case. I've got love's warm embrace. Going the distance with visions I chase. I think I got this now. Don't tell me the how or what you allow. Don't need holier than thou. You're looking for same, I'm looking for wow. I'm on a new trajectory. I'm extracting all the best of me. Doubling up my treasury, even if only memories.
DOdouble.
No matter how much you try, you are always behind. There is no denying me, knowing what I wanna be. It's time to call the cavalry. Don't care if you are mad at me. Doing what comes naturally and using my own strategy. Already have a family, forget about you happily. There is no denying me, I'm not another casualty. Skipping all your gravity, I'm done with all the tragedies. There was no apologies, I know my capabilities. Done doing practically, I'm gonna live lavishly. Pushing this rock forward, look at me now, I got the power. No longer be tortured, building my tower, never fall down. I'm defeating all my enemies, dropping the bomb and making it count. Using music as a remedy, wonderful feelings from wonderful sounds. I pray that you never test me, never will get me, never will best me. I got love on my side, and her and I ride to die. I'm totally unstoppable with the love that she supplied. No other shoulder seen the amount of tears that I have cried. Met every single challenge at every single turn. Walked around proudly with the scars my heart has earned. This man has battled monsters, but he's made it in return. I've thrown out all your judgment from the juries I've adjourned. All the lessons that I've learned, frenemies, bridges burned. All my doubt and concern, my insecurities confirmed. I'm transforming deformity and scale walls of enormity. Like allies storming Normandy, I built up courage enormously. And this is how I really feel right now. And this is the feelings I bury deep down. There is no denying me, knowing what I wanna be. It's time to call the cavalry. Prepare if you're mad at me. Doing what comes naturally and using my own strategy. Already have a family. Forget about your happily. There is no denying me, I'm not another casualty. Skipping all your gravity, I'm done with all the tragedies. There was no apologies, I know my capabilities. Done doing practically, I'm gonna live lavishly. There is no denying me, knowing what I wanna be. It's time to call the
Let's go.
There we go.
So, first of all, state your
DOdouble.
name. What's your name? Your first name?
Robert.
I thought you were talking to me.
So, quick.
It went ahead there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
This is something I was wondering. Like, at what point in the process of making this whole thing, which is whatever, 20 years into making, did you decide you were actually going to do all the little interludes like that? Because you're going to notice it as it goes on. It's like, oh, there's another one, but they all sounds like you made the album to fit the interludes rather than the other way around, which is kind of cool. But I'm doubting that was the plan in the first place. Right?
Yeah, that was absolutely completely by accident. In court where they lead the witness, I actually already wrote. So the album was done, but I really wanted my family to be in it because they were, such a influence to the thing. And so I asked questions hoping to get the answers that I was looking for from them. Sometimes I did and sometimes I didn't, but the answers I got were perfect. They were, I did not tell them what to say or anything like that. They were completely organic, but it's because I know them so well. I kind of knew how they would respond to set up the songs. But I will say some of the responses did influence the way I laid out the album, for sure. Yeah.
And you're lucky you did it now because they're not going to be that nice in about 5 years.
I know this.
You caught them in the sweet spot.
Oh, I know this. They think it's fun now. They don't think it's a drag.
What a drag.
Yeah. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead. Next one, this is my son.
Question I have. Well, a couple of quick questions I have. So, first of all, state your name. What's your name? Your first name?
Robert.
So, quick question I have. Well, a couple of quick questions I have for you. And by the way, enjoy your Girl Scout cookies. What do you think about your dad rapping?
I love it.
You do?
Yeah.
Do you think it's weird at all?
No.
Do you like the music that your dad makes?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, you should subscribe to yourself.
Did you know that your dad has been doing this for a long time, but didn't tell anybody because he was too shy and embarrassed?
Well, now I know it. But now.
Do you think that people should be shy or embarrassed about things that they love to do?
No, they should keep doing it.
What matters most are the simple pleasures so abundant that we can all enjoy them. Happiness doesn't lie in objects we gather around us. To find it, all we need to do is open our eyes.
I wish there was a way that you could see what I see. Long day's journey into night used to be my scene. Getting nostalgic back when I was a boy, RC. Back when my family used to believe in the dreams. And each child going wild became lame and tame. Had a vision of more, but was blinded by the shame. No name because future stability was to blame. Had game, but the target I hit was not fame. In the end, we wish our life would have been a little bit different. Same bloodline, but a little more gifted. Same prosperity, but a little more lifted. A little bit more flex instead of all the stiffness. Not complaining, I had the ability to count blessings, but the voice inside my head keep on constantly messing. I'm a king to conquer over timelines that keep me guessing. I keep on moving forward while I keep on learning lessons.
Men have no more time to understand anything. They buy ready-made things in shops. But since there are no shops where you can buy friends, men no longer have any friends.
I held back, no more. I can stay for a while, but I'm out the door. They test, but I'm strong. I'm done with all the times that you did me wrong. I've risen, and you're low. None of you see it's sadness, but it really shows. So step back and pause. Take a hard look in the mirror, see the flaws.
All grown-ups were once children, but only few of them remember it.
Be careful what you wish for might come true. Finally getting all the green, but it's turning it blue. Thought that this would make you happy, but I already knew. You're craving something old when surrounded by the new. I need a ticket and a mission during the road to recovery. Turn the pages of the past, well, it brings on discovery. History's written by the ones who are not feeling hungry. It's cold outside, need a blanket for covering. Want a spark to hopefully start your fire. Want the jewels and the cars, everything you desire. But the cancer takes over, situation is dire. So hard to trust love when loved ones expire. Another child with no protection. Starving souls with no one screaming about elections. Trying to listen for direction, but the hatred is deafening. Suicide rope was hung because of life's rejections.
The most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or touched. They are felt with the heart.
I held back, no more. I could stay for a while, but I'm out the door. They test, but I'm strong. I'm done with all the times that you did me wrong. I've risen, and you're low. None of you see a sadness, but it really shows. So step back and pause. Take a hard look in the mirror, see the flaws. I held back, no more. I can stay for a while, but I'm out the door. They test, but I'm strong. I'm done with all the times that you did me wrong. I've risen, and you're low. None of you see a sadness, but it really shows. So step back and pause. Take a hard look in the mirror, see the flaws.
It is much more difficult to judge oneself than to judge others. If you succeed in judging yourself rightly, then you are indeed a man of true wisdom. Wisdom, 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 wisdom.
Gonna give up
wisdom.
Good clap for Rosie Cakes there, my daughter.
That was good.
Proud of her.
Dope hook. Dope hook.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Appreciate that. All of those sayings are actually from a book that is, believe it or not, Sage's and I's favorite book, which is The Little Prince. That was my mom's favorite book in the world. Growing up in our kitchen, she had sayings from The Little Prince stenciled up in the kitchen. And one of my favorite sayings from it is, "What is essential to the heart is invisible to the eye." But it's a beautiful, beautiful book. And that was me following my daughter around with my iPhone saying, "All right, now read this," and say it into my iPhone. She'd be like, "Huh, Dad, okay." So, anyhow.
Hell yeah. Came out good, though.
Thank you. Thank you. Like that. All right. Next up, there's the third character in this album that I introduced. Here we go. State your name and who you are in relation to me.
State your name. Is this a polygraph? Rebecca.
In relation to me is?
I'm your wife.
Yes, you are. How long have we been together?
We have been together 22 and a half years.
22 and a half years.
It will be 23 years in October.
In October 27th, to be exact. When you met me, did you think to yourself, this is the guy I'm going to marry and have children with?
No.
Exactly. How long did it take before you thought that was going to happen?
Couple months. But we were both talking about it early, though.
Yeah.
But your mom told you were going to marry me.
She did. Yeah. She also told you that you were too good for me.
Yeah, she did.
Loving her every minute. I got a picture in the frame with all of my riches. Always casting the spells and fulfilling my wishes. I wanna make a night of it, why don't we get to delicious? Gaze into the eyes while we dirty the dishes. Take a bottle to the beach and find a star for some wishes. I'm focusing like a sniper and you on my mission. We in the situation room and it's time for decisions. Cut away all the worries, gotta make some incision. No need to question if it's right, we done with the quizzing. I'm ready for a partnership, let's go into business. We got a corner on the market and it's time for some winning. In the charitable mood, so I'm gonna be giving. I feel your heart beating faster, so we're gonna be living. Getting closer with the verbal that can lead to some kissing. We got everything we need, nothing here is missing. I swear in the Bible with God as my witness, the dragons I was chasing won't keep me from this princess. heart that is accessible, a body that is flexible, professional, nothing general, but something very special. We got it on unconventional, but it is very sensual. I'm feeling this in every bone in my body. She is looking so nice, but I know that she's a little naughty. 100% original, there is no copy. All eyes are on this figure when she walks in the lobby. She can give me a little kick like we're doing karate. She can turn up my body, he like a dab of wasabi. I wanna love you like a mommy, you can make me your poppy. She's a full-time profession, never treat her like a hobby. I know, they say she's too good for you, but I know, no man will love you like I do. And she knows, everything that I say is true. So let's do what we did the other night and try to improve.
Let's go. DOdouble.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
That's a banger.
Yeah, that's a really good song. All of these shits are super good songs.
Thanks, man.
I have a question. Yeah. So I remember thinking when I was listening to it, and that's the first time I remember thinking, I was like, is that your wife singing? And I know it's not. I think you told me.
Yeah.
But like, that is something you had better take advantage of. Because I swear there's about 4 or 5 different times throughout this entire thing where like it sounds like you sampled one of your kids or something. Like it would, like you have like a unlimited cache of like this amazing resource. Kids who actually want to do something, like you need to record them and use them in samples for the songs. Like
yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
you don't even have to worry about clearing them.
yeah. My kids love it, and this next interview you're gonna hear something that I never foresaw happening with my daughter, that I kind of took me by surprise, and the influence, like the music, the one of the things I really appreciate is like that last song. I wrote that on my phone while my kids were playing laser tag, and they see me writing on my phone, and it's not weird. It's not like my wife. She sees me writing, and it's just who I am. They're totally cool with it. They embrace it. They encourage it, and they like to be a part of it. You know, my wife and I have recorded a lot of stuff together. My wife's a musician and she sings as well, and
Record her.
There's some times where I'm like, hey, honey, I need you to sing this hook, or I need you to do this, or whatever. Because she's a VO trained actor, so she does like voiceovers for like commercials and for like
She does them shit super professional.
award shows. Yeah, all that stuff. But she also sings and all that stuff. So, and she's totally cool with it, even though she's not real hip hop. You know what I'm saying? But she's very cool with it. So, anywho, but you're right. Right. It's easy to clear that stuff when it's your family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Keep going.
So you started to beat battle. You started to do rhyming.
And crush everyone and get like 43 wins on average.
Let me ask you this. What made you want to do rapping battles?
You.
Really?
Yes.
And so far, now that you've been doing rap battles, what do you think of it?
I think it's pretty cool. I'm just gonna say one thing.
Yep.
Derek, if you are out there, please refrain from rapping.
Do you have a beef with him? Or is he just not good at rapping?
I think you know the answer to that question.
Can you spot very quickly the people who are fakes?
Yep.
So you're just making it up on the spot?
Yep.
That's real freestyling.
Yeah, I just make it up on the spot and try to look at their name and how they act and stuff to see how I can Roast them.
Roast. Roast them.
Roast them.
Roast them, Rose.
There's no time for all of the pleasantries. I got a hit list and I'm crossing off my enemies. I use the pen and mic as medicine, my remedy. This is how I'm dealing with the pain and stress presently. I have some shame and honesty's my recipe. I disarm you with kindness and use it as my weaponry. I try to see the other side and call it empathy. I can spiral down the rabbit hole endlessly. No small crimes prosecute me federally. I'm killing all these rhymes, getting off with a felony. I'm building these beats and I'm beating them senselessly. I'm unassuming them, blow you away with my specialties. Eastern European immigrants ancestry. A long line of regrets, that's my pedigree. My father and mother invested on the best for me, while we mourn the loss of my brother and sister separately. You don't know the places that I've been, all the fights I'm constantly fighting in. You can toss me off as just another wannabe, but what I really want is find a place where I can breathe. You don't know the sadness that I've seen, shattered dreams projected up on the screen. You can toss me off as just another nobody, but I'm trying to take a breath before the death of me. I don't follow the rules and pay the penalties. I get laser focused most of the time generally. Want to do things that shorten my life expectancy. My biological father passed it to me genetically. Upgrade my physical strength to help me mentally. My wife and kids come first, the rest of you come secondly. I'm trying not to go back and check on discrepancies, trying to right the wrongs while my life is moving sequentially. Practice what I love, I want respect respectfully. I do not ever want to look back at my past regrettably.
Let's go.
Destructive tendencies with all of the gravity, negative energy, black hole density. I'm running out of time to build any type of legacy. I hope the poetry I write is heard legibly. Comparison is the theft of joy with jealousy. I bet if you spent a day in my shoes, you wouldn't envy me. You don't know the places that I've been, all the fights I'm constantly fighting in. You can toss me off as just another wannabe, but what I really want is find a place where I can breathe. You don't know the sadness that I've seen, shattered dreams projected up on the screen. You can toss me off as just another nobody, but I'm trying to take a breath before the death of me. You don't know the places that I've been, all the fights I'm constantly fighting in. You can toss me off as just another wannabe, but what I really want is find a place where I can breathe. You don't know the sadness that I've seen, shattered dreams projected up on the screen. You can toss me off as just another nobody, but I'm trying to take a breath before the death of me.
Let's go.
Let's go.
That beat was hard. You made that beat?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
That beat was hard.
All of the beats on
You made
this,
them all, right?
on this entire album I made. Everything. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
You should have mentioned that in the very beginning.
Oh yeah, by the way,
it's a great accomplishment just by itself.
I made all the beats. And that is a song right there that specifically was influenced by Tollyrod, where I played him the original version. And he's like, "Why you drop this up?" I would just kick it after the first verse, like just kick right into it, and I was like, "Huh, yeah, let me try that," and I did, and it was better. But yeah, anywho. No.
Yo, let me ask, like, so I know who you can say if you want, shout them out, like whoever your rhyme influences and shit are, but like, what would you say most influences how you put a song together? Because like more than most anybody else I know, honestly, like your shit's like cinematic. It's like there's this part and then it builds to here and then it goes to there and then it does this and then there's this part and then there's a refrain, or you know what I mean? Like you got all these different sort of musical elements in it. Like where did you get that from, or is that just like what you do and you don't know how?
I've been a musician since I was 6 years old. My uncle gave me a drum set when I was 6, and started playing drums. And back in elementary school, there was no band or orchestra, so my mother hired a drum scout. The drum scouts who do the marching and all that stuff to begin teaching me how to do that. My brother was a bass player, and actually went to college for bass. And so I would jam with my brother on the drum set, and I learned a bridge, a chorus, and from a young age.
The formatting of just music in general.
Yeah, how you make a song. And then, like, I didn't start rapping until, like, high school. And by that time, I was already in a 70s cover band, and I was in a punk band, and I was writing songs. We were all writing songs. And so I just learned the structure of how you write a song. And for me, it's, we had the conversation one night, Tolly, where you were like, you're up and then you're down and you're not, and you were like talking to me about like changing dynamics and stuff. Like, and I really pay attention to that. I like song structure. I wish I played the guitar. I tried. I really tried. I really wish I was a guitar player, but I'm not. But I do love crafting songs in the way that I learned how to write with all the people that I played music with. Yep. And it was just coming into rap later that I'm bringing that what I learned in song structure. So, yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Play the next
What do you
song.
love to do?
Play video games.
Why do you like playing video games?
Because they're fun and they also help you with stuff.
Oops.
Yeah? Like what kind of things?
Like accuracy and reaction time.
Oh, that's true.
And a lot of other stuff.
What are your favorite types of games to play?
Minecraft.
And why Minecraft?
Because there's different servers where you can play with people and team up.
Do you like teaming up with people? Like, do you like...
Money Mowgli, thanks for joining, Mud.
Why do you like teaming up with people as opposed to playing on your own?
Because I always die when I'm alone. But since I have a team, we can farm money faster, and then we'll get OP gear, and then we can kill people and get everything.
So when you work with a team, you get money quicker.
Yeah.
And then you get OP gear, overpowered gear.
Yeah.
And then you can go out there and conquer the world. You can farm faster.
Yeah.
Kill bigger enemies.
Yeah.
And that's all because you're working with people.
Yeah. But when I'm solo, I always run out of food.
I wonder what you are thinking when you wake up in the morning. Do you plan on the tragedies in life to sneak up with you out warning? I wonder if the world was upside down, would you still be where you are right now? Or would you look for the finer things in life, never looking back at this small town? Do you feel life just happens? And do you put away all your dreams? You don't dare to see the other side, because the grass is always greener, it seems. Do you know what you agreed to? And were there any surprises? Are you able to feel good inside? Or are you left to your own vices? We don't need a minute to deal with what we're given. Complacent in a place, but we're wishing for something different. Going through the motions without answering the questions. We don't need a minute. Get our thoughts on how we're living. Analyze the moments in our lives so we can get specific. Focus on the truth to give a little more direction. Can you ever see the forest? Or do you only focus on that tree? Are you willing to break the rules right now? Or will you simply just let it be? Do you think anyone is listening? Or are you only speaking silence? Do you feel the experiences you've lived will give you any type of license? Do you understand location? And do you feel there's a place for you? Are you good friend. We all need a minute to deal with what we're given. Complacent in our place, but we're wishing for something different. Going through the motions without answering the questions. We all need a minute, got thoughts on how we're living. Analyze the moments in our life so we can get specific. Focus on the truth to give a little more direction. We all need a minute to deal with what we're given. Complacent in our place, but we're wishing for something different. Going through the motions without answering the questions. We all need a minute, got thoughts on how we're living. Analyze the moments in our life so we can get specific. Focus on the truth to give a little more direction. We all need a minute to deal with what we're given. Complacent in our place, but we're wishing for something different. Going through the motions without answering the questions.
So,
That was really good song.
thanks, man.
That flow was fucking super dope, bro.
Thanks, man.
Do you wanna see those questions?
Yeah.
Shit is cool, man.
I had people who told me that I couldn't sing and I couldn't do a song, and so I wrote that.
You had to throw some gorilla spike doo-doo at him.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, there was a little bit of that, and then I will say that the song may have been about them, about
Nice.
like asking them questions, throwing it back at them. Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Hell yeah. Right back at you, kid.
Right back at you, kid. All right. Next up, another interview.
What is the one thing that people who are listening to you right now, what's the one thing that you would want them to know about either you or me or us?
The one thing is probably to not judge a book by its cover, and I know that sounds cliche, and also just like if you're in like a tough situation, like you're being like bullied by someone else or like being pressured to do something or any of those, just you're not alone. We're here for you.
Oh, that's really sweet. You're there for people who are going through tough things.
Yeah, because I've gone through them too, and I know how hard it is to break out of that situation. And I just think that whoever's listening, just know that if you're going through anything, you're not alone.
Not alone.
It's one of the ones I thought you sampled your daughter.
Not this one.
I know that rich man built them, but they were once children. It's so hard to see all the different angles. All you see is demons, but they used to be angels. We all forget that we can fall from grace. Find your mercy inside so it doesn't turn to hate. Trying to decide who's wrong. I'm done with the debate. We're all gonna die one day, so let's try to relate. It's amazing how a laugh can be infectious. Gone down the wrong path, love makes you change direction. I don't care who's running for election. I just focus on my wife, she gives affection. I see the sand falling through the hourglass. Don't know how much longer this time will last. You did wrong, well, the past is the past. Forgive the sins because heaven comes fast. I understand where you are coming from. Things I could have been. It's the same shit that we're all running from. Whenever the world has done you wrong. Things I could have been. Just remember your grace will keep you strong. Grace and mercy, it's nothing you can rehearse when they take away your sun and let the storms blow. When we're not pure of heart, but they're all working. Used to heal other people when they're all hurting. When you truly listen, show you understand. You're creating a plan.
said we can, but with this life we're building, it's easier with many hands. Appreciate the ones who are willing to feed you, and feel sadness for the ones who bleed you. It's so hard staying above the fray when you're constantly being circled by these birds of prey. If you can find your way to forgiveness, I promise you, a miracle will be witnessed. I understand where you are coming from. Things I couldn't feel. It's the same shit that we're all running from. Whenever the world has done you wrong. Things I couldn't feel. Just remember your grace will keep you strong. I understand where you are coming from. Things I couldn't feel. It's the same shit that we're all running from. Whenever the world has done you wrong. Things I couldn't feel. Just remember your grace will keep you strong.
Let's go.
Let's go. That sample was hard. Things I wanna feel. Hell yeah.
You ever have that, Jason, where you hear like a beat or you hear like a sample and the song writes itself? Like, yeah. I heard that sample and I was like, oh, feel. Okay. Feeling. No, but to be real honest, that was the last song that was added to the album, and I have to thank Smalls for that. There was one day I it was a Friday and things were not good with my previous job and whatever, and I was just whatever in a funk, and I came on the Discord and I said to Smalls, I said, Smalls, I want to write a song. What should I write about? And he said, Patience and Grace. And I said, all right. And 2 hours later, I came back with that song. So. Yes.
Is that how it usually goes? You usually like just hear something and you start, or do you sometimes you just start throwing shit against the wall and then like you do the sampling last? Because I can hear both.
No, it's always the I make the beat first and then that inspires what, like it honestly, it's always the sample. It's the one sample. Even if the beat's not done, it's the one sample and I go, oh, I hear the song. Like I can hear and I always hear the hook first. I always write the hook first. Like that's
the hook
always
should always come first.
Yeah. The hook is always right here. Yeah.
Like a man.
All right. Next one is called I Need Help. This is my the closest thing I will ever do to the Beatles. Here we go.
Light is streaming in, revealing bodies next to me. Grab a cup of coffee, time to face my destiny. Another day, another dollar's what they say. I'm so poor, paying attention, I blink the weeks away. Trying to make a difference while I'm living on the surface. They say I'm a success, but wondering if it's actually working. I look together, but I'm a broken down actor. I look grounded, but I'm falling to disaster. Everyone's seeing something I'm not seeing. This ghost is floating through this life and it's having big feelings. Another anxiety don't show, you gotta keep it hidden. Even if that thing you're holding onto is slowly killing. Audibly uncomfortable, the tales I tell my foes. Come outside the lines, I need to practice self-control. This ain't no joke, it may be funny, but I'm no longer laughing. I'm sick and tired of being in the rooms where punchlines happen. I don't know if you know this, but I need help. Not with anyone else but myself. I'm pretty sure that my pulse is slowly rising. I know that deep down inside that my body's slowly dying. I don't know if you know this, but I need help. Not with anyone else but myself. I'm pretty sure that the temperature is slowly rising, and it looks outside like the world around is slowly dying. A news flash on the TV about the war again. I'm struggling to get both of my kids up for school at 6 a.m. Another mass shooting and more threats from Putin. Search around my house trying to find where my son's shoes went. There could be sunny skies in the perfect temp, but we focus on the story worth of killing innocents, or the next prized possession that has no permanence. Let's top it off with stupid misunderstandings that are purposeless. It's impossible to talk any logical with people who are broken and who have no honor code. Let's write it off to whatever story is convenient. You say you understand and agree, but really don't mean it. I keep trying to put my faith in humanity while living in an asylum with no patience and insanity. I guess I just need to focus on my own family because they still believe in this man and a better me. I don't know if you know this, but I need help. Not with anyone else but myself. I'm pretty sure that my pulse is slowly rising. I know that deep down inside that my body's slowly dying. I don't know if you know this, but I need help. Not with anyone else but myself. I'm pretty sure that the temperature is slowly rising, and it looks outside like the world around is slowly dying. I don't know if you know this, but I need help. Not with anyone else but myself. I'm pretty sure that my pulse is slowly rising. I know that deep down inside that my body's slowly dying. I don't know if you know this, but I need help. Not with anyone else but myself. I'm pretty sure that the temperature is slowly rising, and it looks outside like the world around is slowly dying.
Let's go.
Thank you. Thank you.
That was awesome too.
Thank you. Appreciate
The whole
that.
project is definitely riding.
I love that one. That was one of the early ones I did. I absolutely love that song, and that was in a moment where I was like, I'm not doing well, like I'm definitely the one who needs help right now, and yeah, that was cathartic. Writing that song for sure.
Hell yeah! What up,
What does
Believe?
early ones mean? Like, when did you start writing it?
Say
Any
again?
of it? When did you start writing any of it? What does early mean? Like, you say, like, it was one of my early ones. Early, like a year ago. Early, like 12 years ago. Like, when did you write?
I started 2.5 years ago. I started 2.5 years ago. I started writing the album honestly when I first met the guys at Stay on Beat, right? And I had, like, literally, I was so embarrassed and ashamed. I was a closet rapper. Like, I had kept this stuff bottled up forever. Like, nobody knew about it. Nobody knew. Like, there was a small group of people that knew of my tracks, like college friends and stuff, but that was it. Like, nobody knew anything. My family never knew any of this. And it was when I started getting involved in Twitch, and I started, like, meeting people and, like, submitting stuff under my alias John Doe, and people were, like, actually, like, fucking with it. Like, when people were, like, actually vibing with it, that I was like, like, maybe there is something there, right? And so, like, I wrote a lot of songs, but I knew that I wanted to write an album. And so there were songs that I wrote just to write, and then there were songs that I was writing for the album. And the album really was, this album is really it's a mirror on me. It's who I am. That's why I have my kids and my wife in this. Like, this, I just am who I am. You know, one of the things that Jason said that I may have played back like 20 times when he was giving one of his pep talks on one of the listening parties is, DOdouble is who he is, and he's unapologetic, and he just is. And that meant the world to me, because that's what I wanted this to be. I'm not trying to be Money Mowgli. I'm not trying to be Tallyrod. I'm not trying to be NoEmotion. I'm just me. I just am.
Hell yeah.
Right? Yeah. And I was so afraid that people who are fucking dope and who I look up to and who I've been watching forever would not feel that way about me being me. And it turns out like it actually works. Like actually they do like me, you know? So
yep, it works out when you yourself, dog.
Yeah, man. So anyway,
we're gonna make you cry by the time this.
Nope, I'm not gonna. It's over. Not gonna happen.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna do it.
It's not gonna happen.
Jason, we're gonna do it. We're gonna find a way.
I told myself I'm not gonna cry.
I'm gonna burn his feet. That's
what do
the
you think about our daughter Rose
in my world.
Son Rob? Wait, what'd you just say?
I said I'll burn your feet to make you cry.
What do you
That's
think
the
about our
fastest
daughter
way to
Rose
tears.
and our son Rob? God damn it! It just keeps playing. I heard you. You're gonna burn my feet. What do you think?
Yes. Burn your feet.
It's not going to happen. Here we go. Next interview. What do you think about our daughter Rose and our son? Oh, Jesus. Sorry. Here we go. What do you think about our daughter Rose and our son Rob?
They're cool kids.
They are cool kids. They're very cool kids.
They're funny.
They're very funny kids.
They're very creative. They're very loving.
Mm-hmm.
They have big feelings.
Big feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Very big feelings.
Yeah. And they're really good people.
Yeah.
They have big hearts and kind hearts, and
Yeah.
they think about others a lot.
Yeah, a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You and I were texting each other, and it was like, I hope this doesn't change. What do you? I just have to yell this out. My good friend from North Carolina. I did not think you would show up. Schmitty is here. Schmitty, thank you thank you so much, buddy, for showing up. I wish I could be with you next week. This week, well, it's this coming week in Louisville at WEC. Schmitty, I love you, man. So good to see you.
Every day was predictable. I was living in a state that didn't have any principles. I was blurring up the lines and doing things that were criminal. Didn't have any taste. I only cared if it was drinkable. I was a young man in college living that life that was typical. Partying every night and didn't care if morning was miserable. Nothing about me was really original. I think about the time I wasted and it's unforgivable. I wish I did more way back then. I'm ashamed of the way I was acting. So many people that I heard were stupid, careless words. I feel sick to my stomach with the burning damage that occurred. And that somehow in this world I found the perfect girl that saw past all my bullshit and decided to give me a world. She taught me the value of love and patience that I needed to learn. And if I put it out in this world, I would get it in return. I have made it to the big city. Made my share of girls who are pretty. I bought a fast car before I was 15. But I know that the heaven and earth is only made of dirt. And the only thing that is worth is love. Damn, 20 years a little bit different. I got a little wiser. And I'm trying to be considerate. I value relationships, act with positive intent. Cause as time flies by, I wonder where it all went. No good enough for now, I'm 110%. I'm investing in my loved ones every single cent. And my 2 kids, I swear they were heaven sent. I hold dear all the friends from events I met. This life doesn't happen by accident. Can't believe the people I'm interacting with. I've got a network of hundreds of people that I am loving. They have made me who I am without I am nothing. I learned to address the stress I'm constantly juggling, and how to turn off the world's constant pain and suffering. Every day minimum with the family I am struggling. Because when I leave this world I need to count for something. I have made it to the big city. Made my share of.
I know my shit had nothing to do with you.
No. It's just.
So I'm gonna just restart and then I'll be right back. But start it up.
Yep, it's up.
Are you gonna start from that song, or are you gonna?
No.
Okay. Well, because I had a point to make. No.
Okay. Well,
Don't do it. All I want to say, I just want to say this to you. It's like you're in here, like that is a perfect example of like what's super cool about your shit that like really very few people that I know do is like you start off with an intro. And then you just let the beat ride for 4 fucking bars with nothing. Just beat playing for 4 bars. No talking, no nothing. Just 4 random ass, just nice. And it's perfect. It makes perfect sense, you know. And then all of a sudden you drop in with the first verse. But it's like, who the fuck does that? Nobody does that. Like, that's not normal. That's not hip, you know. It's like, oh, it's got to fit this fucking 16 bar, 8 hook, you know, whatever bullshit. Yeah. And it's like
we are live right now. We are back.
Okay.
And I appreciate you all saying that. Sorry, everybody. We had a what you call a hiccup We had a little bit of hiccup. That for some reason it did not like Tall Dirt. But we are back. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's totally back. Actually.
Sweet.
What is that? Okay. Is that the other chair? Okay. And Jason is restarting. Restarting. So you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead. Where was it? I'm just gonna go bring it back a little bit.
The people that I am loving, they have made me who I am without I am nothing. I learned to address the stress I'm constantly juggling and how to turn off the world's constant pain and suffering every day. Minimum with the family I am struggling. Because when I leave this world, I need to count for something. I have made it to the big city.
Yep.
And the only thing that is worth is love. I have made it to the big city. See the buildings in the sky. And met my share of girls who are pretty. And I watched them go by. I bought a fast car before I was 50.
They say I'm waiting for you.
I know that the heaven and earth is only made of dirt. And the only thing that is worth is love.
Jump back into the video, but it picked right up. It reconnected.
Wait.
So the link is still good. There we go. Hell yeah!
When I say hip hop,
All right, we're gonna stop it right there. Yeah, it reconnected. It was weird. It just
No, but when I do the video call, it's saying I'm waiting for you for the meeting.
Oh really?
Yeah.
All right. Well then, I'm just gonna escape this, and I'm going to redo this. All right. There we go. There you are. And we're back.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
It is fire.
I was gonna say you got a visitor, do you?
I got a. Oh, there's AJ. What's up, AJ? What's up, MC Adequate? So the Tall Dirt got a little too tall. Apparently got a little too tall. But we're back. We're back, and the stream is going. So we're just gonna go ahead. We're gonna plow through. We're gonna go forward to the next interview and do this. Here we go.
When I say hip hop artist or when I say rapper, what do you think of?
Basically, just a person here, like doing music, saying things like really fast that are really good, kind of like a freestyle, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
I just imagine like someone doing that and like holding a microphone or something.
Uh-huh.
And I just imagine it just like really good. Rappers are people. Everyone has feelings. A rapper is no different than a veterinarian. They may have different jobs, but they're still people.
You don't think being a rapper or a hip-hop artist defines you? At the end of the day, you're just a person like everyone else.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm one of the players taking swings at the Masters. I might be old, but I burn down pastures. I got a tight grip on my world and reality. I get mic spit on the grill to keep my sanity. It's a war of words spilling out my head. I'm not losing sleep if all your sheep are dead. I'm half cocked and ready to be swinging them hammers. No plastic can protect these wannabe rappers. I dream of days where I can find some silence. Nightmares on the news only showing violence. Let the blood of my enemies wash away all the sins. It's hard to stop hate if you don't know where it begins. I only trust the one with all of my secrets, and last I checked, I'm the only one who keeps them. You don't ever want to get on my level. The only way you do is make a deal with the devil. else out there is really like me, especially the ones who don't really like me. When you get popular and really well known, that's the best kind of alone.
Double with the shovel ready for your BS. I've earned my spot. You can't cut in line to be next. No other person has my type of story. When it's time to go viral, there'll be no way to ignore me. Fireflies from the place where the forest dies. We get so dry with the smoke atomized. No room for failure, and quitting's not an option. Take stock in your life while I exercise stock options. Too many opinions of where I went wrong. I see so many cowards who are trying to belong. I've got this thirst inside to be something great. I don't think you have a tank big enough for what it takes. Your life's a mess and it's headed for disaster. It's the type of thing people try to sort after. I only want the art that leaves us breathless. During a time for fool's gold who think they're all precious. No one else out there is really like me, especially the ones who don't really like me. When you get popular and really well known, that's the best kind of alone. No one out there knew what I might be till I showed them all I was mighty. When you realize what you really own, that's the best kind of alone. I wanna expand your mind and put it on a stretcher. Give new perspective like MC Escher. This nourishment, I get the gold encouragement. I'm building my own collateral like I own the Franklin Mint. No longer tiptoe, I'm ready to make a mark. When I close a couple of mil, that's called a good start. Not many of you actually have the ability to swim in my waters. I've got gods on my side, married to a minister's daughter. Some teachers told me success was improbable, so I showed the rest of the world it was possible. Broken people trying to break down others when they have alcoholic fathers and depressed mothers. Time that we all call a spade. You gotta fix the self-hate to overcome the rage. I suggest you all copy from the page. If you want a good life, then you need yourself a sage. No one else out there is really like me, especially the ones who don't really like me. When you get popular and really well known, that's the best kind of alone. No one out there knew what I might be till I showed them all I was mighty. When you realize what you really own, that's the best kind of alone. No one else out there is really like me, especially the ones who don't really like me. No one out there knew what I might be till I showed them all I was mighty. That's the best kind of alone.
Let's go. Almighty. And if you listen closely, there's some God references in that song, for sure.
I think I heard them.
You might have heard.
I think it was in my feel.
Next up is
Miami Esther.
Miami Esther.
$1.
You know what? We've actually had a couple of we've actually had some people submit some money here. We have to do it the way that we do it.
Tolly Rod came through and dropped more than a
Yeah, there we go.
And then Miami Esther came through with the vibes and dropped more than a
There we go.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. Next song's called Best Kind of Alone. Nope, that's what we just did. Next song's called War Against Me. Here we go.
Secret is I gotta know my enemy, the one insider by proximity. Don't get caught up in the kindness and the chivalry, because there could be another war against me. The human spirit's born with fragility, seems like a friend but full of villainy. I stay clear of the trap set skillfully while I'm trying to fight this war against me. Lines of legions are grabbing slings and arrows. The hate is so deep it lies in the bone marrow. They all
guaranteed mutual destruction. Shockwave from the blast, leaving me a concussion. Yellow ribbon tied to a tree branch, but some of them are so gone the knot will never last. Kevlar for the soul, I have personal armor. You judged me too hard, it was self-defense or honor. Lampposts casting shadows that follow. You think it's better this way with another pill that you swallow. Half coherent observation turns into accusations, infiltrated by the number of spies in your nation. Wanna go to war with me because of the peace I feel. Want a piece of that feeling so they can feel something real. 3 in the morning drunk, rant about the balance of life, while I'm worrying about my back and removing your knife. Secret is I gotta know my enemy, the one inside of my proximity. Don't get caught up in the kindness and the chivalry, because it could be another war against me. The human spirit's born with fragility. Seems like a friend but full of villainy. I stay clear of the trap set skillfully while I'm trying to fight this war against me. I'm Tony Stark with the way I design my defenses. Drug-induced enemies with no common senses. Lack of integrity, only caring about the vanity. Not God-fearing, but the sin I see insanity. Too many miles I marched to get to my target. Built a wall around my family while the invaders try to harm it. You're seeing silver spoons that your buzz made up. I earned what I got because of hard work that paid off. Conspiracy theories, fake news, and propaganda create a narrative that supports a made-up memorandum. Difficult opposition when the other side is kamikaze. Want a picture perfect life and pictures from the paparazzi. My battlefield is online and in my backyard. Bitter people even battle me when I'm in my car. Invasion is viral and it's taking over the system. So tired of all the fighting, but I gotta keep defense against it. Secret is I gotta know my enemy, the one inside of my proximity. Don't get caught up in the kindness and the chivalry, because it could be another war against me. The human spirit's born with fragility. Seems like a friend but full of villainy. I stay clear of the trap set skillfully while I'm trying to fight this war against me. Secret is I gotta know my enemy, the one inside of my proximity. Don't get caught up in the kindness and the chivalry, because it could be another war against me. The human spirit's born with fragility. Seems like a friend but full of villainy. I stay clear of the trap set skillfully while I'm trying to fight this war against me.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I listened to that song and I remember I remember the first time meeting you, Jason. I remember you being like, well, one day you'll leave me. Like one day, like, you know, we're friends now, but I know that one day you'll leave me. and I you know, so far I'm still here.
You're still here. You're still standing. You're still strong.
Yeah, I'm still here for you. But, you know, you think about those people who come into the Discord and they're all friendly and then they turn, you know. Yeah. Darkness. Yeah. And the darkness comes. Yep. All right. Next up is interview here. And I hope Don Murder's still in here. Yeah, Don Murder's still in here. This is a sweet one. This is me talking to my son about the gods.
What do you think of the gods?
I love them.
You love the gods?
Yeah, I think they're cool friends. And
yeah, which gods do you like hanging out with?
I really like Sage in Dawn Murder.
Yeah.
And Future, which is Future.
Future is fan promo, Drew.
Oh yeah, I like Drew / fan promo, and Sage and Dawn Murder.
Yeah.
I like playing Fortnite with them too.
Yeah, you do?
Yeah.
What do you think of those guys when you play with them?
I think they're really cool and they're the perfect teammates for me.
Perfect teammates.
You know, one thing I do want to say is like with the gods is the fact that my children play video games with all of you and are friends, and that you guys have been so incredible with my kids. Man, I appreciate that. I really, really appreciate that. My kids love you guys. So, anywho. And I gotta say a special shout out. Mike Krumloff is in the chat here. This is my cousin from my biological father, Mike Krumloff, out of Colorado, Denver. Mike, thank you so much for being here, man. Appreciate it.
What up, Mike?
Here we go.
This was a sample too of your wife.
It is. It's a sample.
Oh, okay.
I'm just a normal guy with normal room for normal lies. Had my heart broken a couple times where all the girls would say the same old lines. You have to wait your turn and it will take a couple minutes. Don't do stupid shit when teachers told me I was gifted. I got the questions but I don't understand the answers. I'll take the word that it feels good to be a gangster. I didn't think that DOdouble would fit, but I wanted it so bad it was hard to admit. A tiny dancer, you can call me Mini Brishnikov. Tear down my wall, please, Mr. Gorbachev. I need to be free and virtually move. I'm taking off from the line like a monster. Always happy when I'm writing and recording no cap. When I wear one, that's where the God's logo's at. I never thought that I would end up here. I'm on the disco with my friends having a couple of beers. Come on. It's drag when something is missing. Find a star and you keep on wishing. They'll say, kid, who are you kidding? But look at me now, mom, in the dream I'm living. It's not like I get a knock at the door. That McMahon with the check saying you're ready for more. Kept it picking at the scab until it bled ooze. Now I'm playing with the maker of the country, Red Dead 2. You can find a place if you're looking hard enough. A place to build a shelter big enough for all of us. Doesn't matter the age or where you grew up, whether you're well put together or just hastily glued up. Wear a mask, but your heart's on the table. A sugar cane who is sweet to enable. What's mine is yours while speaking in metaphors. Open doors while we help each other to stay the course. Like a needle that was found in a haystack. Put it on the record, watch your faces don't play back. Couldn't ask for more, and even if I could, I would have turned into a teacher by becoming a good student. It's drag when something is missing. Find a star and you keep on wishing. They'll say, kid, who are you kidding? But look at me now, mom, in the dream I'm living. If you ever have a doubt in your mind that you're running out of time, stop, count the sand and look at the world a little bit different. Think it's the end, but it's really the beginning. There are so many possibilities, the story's not written. I know it sounds easier to say than do, but I'm telling you, it's coming from a genuine place of truth. And I swear to you that if you don't start today, then someone else would do it anyway. It's drag when something is missing. Find a star and you keep on wishing. They'll say, kid, who are you kidding? But look at me now, mom, in the dream I'm living.
Nice, nice. No, it's not. No. It's just a sample. Yeah. Nope, just a sample. Just sample on that. That song was really a tribute to the gods and actually to into the Discord. Yeah. Wears a mask, but his heart's on label. Like that was to NoEmotion, sugar cane, sweet to enable, because through NoEmotion, he allows us to do so much. He allows us to use his platform to do so many things, and I appreciate it. Anywho, next song. So the Perfect Teammates was to the Discord. Did we lose? Did we lose Jason? I think we did. Oh, he's back. He's back. All right. So it was about the gods. So I put a drag there, and then the next song, well, it's off again, featuring Tollyrod. Let's go.
everything's gonna be alright. Sleep through your daydream only to be alone at night. I know you want me to, but I'm gonna skip the fight. I don't need you in my life. I think this time it's goodbye. We seem to be on again, off again. There was love, but now we're just friends. On again, off again, up and down and give me the bends. On again, off again, said forever, now it depends. On again, off again, love to stop, but now we hate the end. I know there's other fish swimming in the blue seas. I thought you were the one, but you're not the one for me. Amazing how the tide can change trajectory. No floating aimlessly. Need an island with a tree. They say it gets easy with a little space and time. Wash your dirt off with water and feel the miracle of wine. Don't need your sour grapes to get rid of this vine. No more need of you. Out with the old and in with the new. On again, off again. There was love, but now we're just friends. On again, off again. Up and down and give me the bends. On again, off again. Said forever, now it depends. On again, off again. Love to stop, but now we hate the end.
Looks like we're off again, let's explore. Because I thought that we were awesome friends. 2 hollow bottles swept the shore. In a storm of odds and ends, caught between more or less and less is more. Was it worth the war? All depends, check the score. I never associated success with numbers, you did. Who'd have known that when I grew big you'd become elusive? Maybe one day you'll find that spark again, I hope you do. Until then, I gotta do my own thing alone from you.
On again, off again. There was love, but now we're just friends. On again, off again. Up and down to give me the bends. On again, off again. Said forever, now it depends. On again, off again. Love to stop, but now we hate the end. On again,
Am I back?
off again.
You're back.
There was love, but now we're just friends. On again, off again. Up and down to give me the bends. On again, off again. Said forever, now it depends. On again, off again. Love to stop, but now we hate the end.
Yeah. I love that
What has helped you through tough times? What have been the things?
one. I really love that one. And Tali, you totally picked up on the vibe. It's that cheesy, it's that 90s like that 8-bar thing. It was so great.
It was weird. I thought I was gonna be on like, what was the name of the other beat that you sent? It was like Scumbag something or other, and I'm like, okay. And then you sent me that one. I'm like, okay, I guess I got to do a love ballad.
Yeah, Thug Figure. Yeah. We're still gonna do that one. I actually have on my suffer, but no, I got that one. I was like, oh, I know that Tali can do that cheesy like.
I got cheese.
Hear me? Cheese. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, what's up?
My Discord isn't logging in, man. I don't understand what's going on.
But we can hear you. We can hear you.
Yeah, because I'm on my other account. So let's until I get this all worked out, I'll call you in the thing. But I'm gonna stay right here and keep listening.
Yeah, just
party going.
We'll keep the party going. You know what? We'll keep pushing forward.
Thank you for thinking of me when you think of cheese. I'm down with that.
No, I love it because you know we both like the cheese. You know,
you got to make a good song. It doesn't matter. It's serious.
It's what the kids want, Tali. The kids want it.
It's what the wives want.
Yeah, no, that's true too. Oh, yeah, it's true. Well, I played that song, and my wife was making movements that I remember from our 20s, and she was like, "I want more songs like that." Even though the whole song is about breaking up with people, she's like, "I want more like that." And I'm like, all right, yeah, okay, all right. Anywho, So here's the next
Buy my
one.
album, wife.
Buy my album, wife. Damn it. This interview is called The Dogs and You Guys.
What has helped you through tough times? What have been the things that have helped you out?
My friends, my giant tower of stuffed animals in my room, and probably the dogs and you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I have to say the same thing. When I have a really rough day or when I have a hard time, I'd have to say that it's definitely Mom and you guys.
Yeah.
You and Rob and the doggies. I think that helps me out the most.
Yeah.
Look, all the hard work actually paid off. Everything we did is actually truth, not made up. People look at me and say I got an easy life. I don't know about that, but I have easy nights. I love a bottle of wine with my beautiful wife. I love crafting up a beat and spitting at my mic. I love evenings with the guys running against the odds on the back porch with the kids staring at the stars. Appreciate my place on this planet. If you knew where I came from, you'd understand it. I never thought that I would have so much luck. I believe in the heaven cause I'm already above. I set my goals and I went ahead and made them. Even if I'm not getting up in the AM. I dare you to tell me that I can't, because I'll find me a way. I make some dead presidents. You can say that I planned this. I found a rock for my canvas. All the wishes I've been granted left my life so enchanted. Baby, let's leave this place and hop in the whip. Air blow through your hair, twin turbo grip. We can flirt downtown while I kiss your lips. I'm the luckiest man at this moment, I have to admit. So damn fine, Mary Kay, got nothing on you. Natural beauty with an average dude. My love's so strong that'll always prove. If heaven and earth is in the way, then I will gladly move. I'm sorry, sir, if you don't have the things that I do. My life isn't a reflection upon you. I was real fortunate with a beautiful woman. When I don't think I can go, she keeps me running. I hope one day you can find what I did. Never thought I'd be the father of two kids. I'm a middle-aged man in Wisconsin rapping. One day's not a day, so let's make this happen. You can take that I planned this. I found a rock for my canvas. All the wishes I've been granted left my life so enchanted.
There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. EDK, what's up, EDK? Appreciate that, man.
What a song. Damn.
Thank you. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. You know, that one was, I wanted to do the type of song that you're on your roller skates, right? Like when I wrote that song, I was thinking of a roller skating rink where you're just like, you know, holding hands.
Yeah.
You're holding hands with that middle school girlfriend and feeling great and on top of the world and no cares in the world.
Don't think about nothing.
And somewhere in the distance, there's Double Dragon at the arcade, and
Yeah, right.
It's like a Wisconsin love song, though.
Oh, it is. Oh,
it's like Wisconsin love song. It's sweet. It's nice. It's not too dirty, but it's some innuendo, but nobody's getting offended by it.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Well, we keep it.
And your production on that was super crazy.
Thank you, EDK. I really appreciate that,
Bass
man.
lines and that sample, and your just the whole vibe of your album.
Just the hi-hat pattern is fucking dope. Like honestly, on that song.
Right?
I appreciate that, man. Really appreciate that. All right. Next up is an interview with my son.
What's something that you would like people to know about me?
That you make a lot of music.
Mm-hmm.
And you have this really cool gaming setup. I like that a lot.
You like that a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that has influenced you as far as what you want to do and what you like to do?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I really appreciate you letting me interview you.
Yeah.
I think you're pretty awesome, and I love you very much.
I love you too.
All right, you're free to go off and eat cookies and play Minecraft.
Okay.
Love you.
Love you.
We're victims of the chance and chances of the circumstances. But if you don't take a chance, then you will miss advances. Good intentions with your actions, but someone will hate you. The devil's on your shoulder, whispering things to tempt and bait you. And if that's not enough, the screens around you will remind you. The world's negativity has a way to find you. When I was growing up, I didn't realize I was lied to. I lived in trying times and had to learn a way to fight through. A little boy who hated this, didn't understand the plan with the angriness. Be a man, but the man that I planned to be. He wasn't actually a man, but pretend to be. But today, I'm standing tall like a statue. Eye contact and I'm looking right at you. No one lives the way that I do. You can't keep up with the way that I move. Stay warm in the home with the family. Saw with the boy and girl on the balcony. What they got in life came naturally, and when they started to come, it came rapidly. I get my parts in business and like that. Cheers at the end of the night with the nightcap. We gotta take what we got and we're growing fast. We gotta pile up the stacks and be rolling fast. I hear a lot of people complain, and I hear them complaining plenty. All they're talking about life is treating them unfairly. Amazing how the population is deranged and messy. People are willing to do the work to get returns and blessings. Wish there was a way for you to see how you're behaving. How all of you are splitting hairs instead of finish shaving. Rather spend a night in a bottle than work a day for saving. Living in that living hell with a high that you are always chasing. Nah, never heard of you, but the truth of the matter's never needed to. I got my own shit that I'm going through. Don't need another one who's healing too. 33 with the victory crown, step a shot in the head with the victory sign. Didn't know me before, but you see me now. I won't run away because I stand my ground. So, you can act with someone, make up a name, come to be a real one. Tell me all the things that you used to do. Give me all the reasons I should listen to you. Last time I checked, it was free country. You could be anyone who you wanna be. None of that will ever matter to me. You're the ones needed, I don't need the treachery. The
let's go. Let's go.
The brother bass line thing makes so much sense now.
Yep.
All of your songs have like these crazy, like, complicated bass lines, and it
Yes.
makes sense now. Like,
Yeah. I mean, I grew up with a bass player, and so my family was a rhythm section. None of my other siblings, like one of my brothers tried to do guitar, and he does okay, but I grew up rhythm section since I was 6, so that foundation is important to me. That is really important to me. That's everything, you know. I grew up on a Motown with in Detroit, like that, you know, or the Alabama, you know, group that that everybody thought was Motown but wasn't. But that is what I love. That is what that sound, soul is. That's everything in me.
You got it.
Yeah. So next up is interview. This is the part I'm going to try to be quiet on because this is going to be hard for me. If you look here on the album, there's it says Lori Lane in Stevens Street. This is an actual street that is about 3 blocks away from me. It's called Lori Lane in Stevens Street. This is right down the street from my house. That's not photoshopped or anything. That's actual, and I'll let the rest of the album do the talking. So, when I say Steve, what comes to mind?
His smile.
Yeah.
The jokes.
The jokes, the constant joking with Paul.
Mm-hmm.
And it would also be concerts he would do for us at the holidays.
Yeah.
How would you describe Lori to someone who had never met her?
She's just an angel.
Yeah.
She was an angel on earth.
Yeah, she was.
She was the kindest, hardest, warmest. I hesitate to say mother because she was more than a mother, but she had a motherly personality where she cared about everyone.
How do you think the loss of them affected the family?
Steve's death hit hard, and then when Lori died too, it hit.
It seemed impossible.
Yeah.
One is already
too much.
Too much. Losing a second is, yeah.
Especially the two that were the softest souls, the warmest hearts of the family.
I'll never forget the day the phone call came in. On my way to a business lunch when I heard the ring in. Mom told me they found you at work in the morning swinging. Trying to steady myself when the world started spinning. It didn't register, but the words matched consistency. Had to finish business meeting like a worker bee. Then pulled to the side of the road and cried instantly, mourning the loss of the branch of my family tree. The family gathered at my house that night. I held my brand new baby boy and I was hanging on tight. All trying to rearrange the broken pieces. Thinking about the ex-wife, new wife, and the 3 little nieces. I knew my path, but this new street's a little different. The rest of the world kept moving with disinterest. We make time for each other, but now more deliberate. Because deep down inside, we all miss him. This is where we gotta be. But I'm missing my own family. I know where I came from in that place. It's streets that I miss. I can hear you calling me, picturing the way that it ought to be. I hope that one day I can go back to the streets that I miss. She was a bright spot in my life. My big sister celebrate her birthday today. If we were still with her, 365 of the days, she was the gift giver. Her little brother right here, well, I really miss her. It was the pandemic and I wasn't allowed to visit. They said even in the end she had a strong spirit. She would pray for me, Rebecca, and both of my kids. Even though her body was failing, the soul never did. 2 grandkids and 2 amazing daughters. I see them today and I see their mother. She may have left us behind, but she left behind love. And I keep thanking her for still taking care of Mom. This intersection of life that can stifle you. I need hope with these memories that I rifle through. Because these streets, they can eat you alive. When you look up to God and you ask him why. This is where we gotta be. But I'm missing my in that place. It's the streets that I miss. I can hear you calling me, picturing the way that it ought to be. I hope that one day I can go back to the streets that I miss. This is where we gotta be, but I'm missing my own family. I know where I came from in that place. It's the streets that I miss. I can hear you calling me, picturing the way that it ought to be. I hope that one day I can go back to the streets that I miss. This is where we gotta be, but I'm missing my own family. I know where I came from in that place. It's the streets that I miss. I can hear you calling me, picturing the way that it ought to be. I hope that one day I can go back to the streets that I miss.
That was a dope song, man.
Thank you.
Super deep.
I mean, honestly, it was the impetus to doing this album. Like, it was the reason why I did this, is because when I lost both my siblings, it was just something I had to do. I had to do this for them. And when I was walking around my neighborhood, I remember there was a street called Lori Lane, and I was like, that would be really cool to take a picture of Lori Lane, and like use that for the album. And then I literally had no idea that there was Lori Lane in Stevens Street, the two siblings I lost. And that was the album. That was the moment when I was like, I have to do this. And when I found that when I found that cross street, I went home with the picture and I showed Rebecca, and I sobbed. And I went downstairs and I wrote the beat and I wrote that song and I recorded that all the same night. That song. And that was the impetus for this album. So sorry.
That song fucked me up when I heard it. When I listened to the whole album. I'd heard it. It's weird. I heard it, the song, before. But when I heard it in conjunction with the rest of the album for the first time, it kind of hit differently. Because you have this album that, you're hitting highs and lows and different points throughout the whole thing. And then all of a sudden you get to like the last few songs and it's like, oh, this is what's been fucking with you forever. Like this is what's killing you.
Yeah.
This over here is you being happy, trying to be happy forever, trying to be cordial, jovial, whatever. And then it's like, oh, here's what I've been trying to keep away from you.
Yeah.
I even left it to the end of the album to put on you so that you could enjoy the rest of the album. Right. The same way you enjoy the rest of life. But here's this as well, because this has to be here.
And it's very much the way I am, because I don't want to burden you with my shit, right? I don't want to burden you with my stuff. And for the most part, like, had those things never happened, I probably would not be talking to you, Jason and Tali. I probably never would have like, come out in like the music. But when those things happened, it was one of these things where it gave me perspective, and I was like, what am I afraid of? Like, I need to be vulnerable, and I need to, because they're dead, and they're not getting the chances I'm getting. And so, like, if it wasn't for them, I would not be here. But at the same time, and I'm grateful to be here, and I'm grateful all of you are my friends. And I'm grateful that part of the gods, and, I met all the other people I met on Twitch and all that stuff. Like, I'm grateful for that. Like, that was their gift to me. But I would, I would trade it in a second, and that's not necessarily a good thing. I'm glad I got the courage to, produce and mix and collaborate with a bunch of people. I'm grateful for that, but I miss them. Next up is not an easier.
We're not out of it yet.
We're not out of it yet. Yeah, another one very hard. I'm not going to tell the backstory on this. Just listen to the song and you'll get the gist. So here we go.
If it's possible to keep each other unbroken, and dance around the fragile things as we think what's unspoken. I know that we're both better now, but now and then I think of how did we ever really fix the thing that was broken. Time passed, it happened so long ago, but those shadows still have a way to grow. I know that you can light my life, but I just can't shake the dark at night. Rock bottom never felt so low. The world is hard with dangerous deceptions. Dangerous thoughts remove the mind's protections. I now see the world so differently. Every day I feel my mortality. I focus now on the winds and directions. Wonder if it's possible to keep each other unbroken, and dance around the fragile things as we think what's unspoken. I know that we're both better now, but now and then I think of how did we ever really fix that thing that was broken. Don't wanna analyze the damage was done. Two different sides, but the war was not won. Try to forget all the casualties, but the faces still show up in my dreams. It's possible to kill without a gun. Had a couple scares in my mind with this weapon. Had to push myself up from this depression. I believe the choice we made was right. Had to leave it all, wasn't worth the fight. Promises made don't need to be mentioned. Words can have certain resonance. I hear what you say, but see the difference. The room is crowded with the elephants. I hope the little ones in their lives never find the evidence. Wonder if it's possible to keep each other unbroken, and dance around the fragile things as we think what's unspoken. I know that we're both better now, but now and then I think of how did
go. Unbroken. Anybody ever have a relationship like that?
Sounds like my dad.
Maybe just a little bit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it got a little dark at the end of the album, for sure. Yeah.
You didn't notice?
Yeah, it's like kind of like, you know.
I assumed it was on purpose, but maybe not.
Maybe maybe a little bit. I mean, I think part of it is you know, you're embarrassed to really let out the feelings that are driving the whole thing. I don't know.
Sure.
But and it's also like when you're releasing your solo album, god damn, you put so much importance upon it, and you're like this has got to be the album, and man, it sucks. Like I'm so excited to do my next album because it's going to come out so much faster and it's going to have way less thought to it.
That's that's like an end of the session question. It's like, if this wasn't your first, so what are you going to do next time? Oh, I'm just going to throw shit all over the place. It's going to be the funnest thing ever. But like this one must have been like treacherous and drudgery and stuff.
Horrible.
Trying to get it out.
It was horrible. It was horrible. Like it was just like, you know, it was like, what am I saying about myself and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, at the end of the day, nobody's really going to give a shit. Like family and friends will listen to it and they'll be like, oh, that's nice. But yet you torture yourself. What I'm looking forward to is to getting to the point that you and Jason are at, where you're just like, oh, this is dope, release. Like, you know what I mean? Like, where you're like, oh, this sounds good, release. Like, I want to start having fun again with hip hop. I don't want to put so much meaning into it, if that makes sense.
It does. You could do both at the same time, by the way. You know, it's a part of the progression, you know? Like, you got this first one out. This is like an amazing accomplishment. Like, the project itself is like ridiculous, but just the fact that it took you as long to even allow anybody like to have like a peek into this thing that you've obsessed about for what, 20 years? I don't know how long. Like,
forever. Yeah. Yeah.
And then you're like, you know what? I'm doing it. and then you actually do it and you finish it. But it's by far going to be the hardest thing you ever do, and it's only going to get easier from here. Like, and even if you're talking about hardcore shit, once you've made yourself vulnerable, you've given away all of that. Like, what's anybody going to say about anything at this point, right?
Right.
Now you're free from that. That's somebody else's shit.
Right.
And now you can just do what you want to do. And it's like,
right.
Fuck, whatever.
Yeah.
It's the greatest feeling in the world.
I can't wait. Man, I'm going to curse so much in my next album. There's going to be so many sketches with drive-bys. It's going to be amazing.
You're not going to want to show your wife, maybe.
Yeah.
Kids. Like, yeah, we're not going to have you on this album.
Yeah, this one, not so much. No, not so much. Yeah. All right. So last interview, last song, and yeah, let's just go ahead. Let's do this.
One more question for you.
Yes.
What do you think of the gods?
I think that they are awesome.
And why is that?
Because they rap, they're friends with you, they just like, they're amazing, they're creative, they're just such good people, and oh my gosh, Rob gets so excited every time he gets to play Fortnite with them. And it's just really fun. They're just such good people, and I love just like hearing them or being around them. It's really nice.
Who are some of your favorite gods?
Noe, Sage, Future.
Mm-hmm. Fan promo.
Yeah, fan promo.
Mm-hmm. Those are good people.
Yeah.
Very good people.
And the other gods are good, but the ones I've had the most experience with are Noe, Sage, Future, and fan promo.
Yep. Well, Future is fan promo.
Oh, what?
You know he has 3 different names? Future, Fan Promo, and his real name is Drew.
What?
I know.
3 different names?
I know. And sometimes he's 3 different people.
Oh my God. What? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Hey yo, I have taken so many punches in my life, but I get back on my feet again. I will open any door, even if I have to beat it in. I've been powering up myself and reaching other levels, traveling on the seas of life with turbocharged vessel. 20 years, 2 decades, do double through the records. Now I'm ready to build something special with my own record. I'm gonna be breaking records at a record's pace with the dreams I chase. Don't need to be a king, you're dealing with an ace. I've been working so hard for this moment, but at the moment, I never worked so hard to keep it going. Gotta keep the money growing with the business that I'm closing. Keep my lyrics flowing when I feel the pressure steady growing up. Chilling with the gods and knowing everybody's knowing every drop in the water could send waves in the ocean. Sometimes you gotta let the world see your emotion, and sometimes it's through a speaker with a lyric that is golden. Sometimes it takes a hold of me. This feeling that's deep inside of me. No matter how hard I try, there's no colors to describe all the things that in my mind. Oh, sometimes. Hey, now please don't get me wrong. I sometimes struggle with the building blocks. Feel like I'm not building fast enough with all the ticking clocks. Need to find another way to provide with the falling stocks. And at the end of the day, I want something on the rocks. But this time, it's a little bit different. I'm on a personal mission. I'm putting heart and soul in every note. It's making the difference. I got a bucket list with a couple things I need to check. And swinging for the fences so I don't have a regret. I want my wife and kids so proud of me. I want to go after dreams without apologies. I know the path is difficult with enemies. The way that I can do it is I have to start with movement. I used to have the type of tendencies where I would hear all the hate and it weighed on me. But this moment in my life I'm thinking differently, because I've ran out of fucks and I know that I can do it. Sometimes it takes a hold of me. This feeling that's deep inside of me. No matter how hard I try, there's no colors to describe all the things that in my mind. Oh, sometimes it takes a hold of me. This feeling that's deep inside of me. No matter how hard I try, there's no colors to describe all the things that in my mind. Oh, sometimes. Yo, I never thought I'd be able to actually do this. It's been on my bucket list my whole life to do my own solo rap album. And I appreciate each and every one of you who inspired me and supported me in doing this. First of all, peace to the gods and the wolves. Much love to Noe, Sage, Joey De Silva, Murder, Dr. Vogue, Drew, Makers, Tolly Rod, Stellos, Coke 45, Mowgli, Ben Workin, Art, Banto, Lucky, Smalls, Osphorus the Buff, Sofa King Sad Boy, Light Travel, Michael M, Kobe, Shokan, City Boy, Clyde Marley, Dubious, T-Pro, Wrath of God, Arise, Lotto, Little Gummy, Sweet Jesus, Belief, Orion, everyone from La Plancha, Jackson the Dirty Five Cypher, Wolfie, Rich G in the Ghost House, Mighty Joe, and to both my parents who gave me this life and made this all possible. And I know I'm missing a lot of other people, but basically, if you supported me doing music, taught me how to make music, have made music with me, or been that person who believed in me, then this one goes out to you. And finally to my boys from 16 Bits, Adequate, Jesse the Mime, my brothers. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here today. I care about you guys so much. And most importantly, to Rebecca, Rose, and Rob,
I love you.
I love you too. I love you lots.
Thank you.
Yeah, always.
Are you? I hear you just fine.
I hear myself.
Oh, wait. Do you have your auto-tune on? You do have your auto-tune on.
It's not turning on.
You gotta hold it. You gotta hold it down.
I dare anyone to say that's not a good album.
All right, there we go.
That was funny.
Yo, I've been going through it for the last ever since I blacked out.
Yep.
Like, my internet wasn't letting me go on the Discord on any device.
No.
I had to reset the whole router.
No.
Starting the computer wouldn't start. I was ready to cry.
Oh
like,
no!
As you were doing your speech,
my crying. You were doing your crying.
I was like, my computer is about to die.
May never see y'all again.
Yeah, I'm
just know I love you.
I'm not gonna ever talk to y'all again. You know, early mornings. I'm not gonna share my computer screen. But yeah, got my girl to reset the computer, the router, and now I'm back. I'm back.
You're back. You're back. Hell
yeah, man. That was a good listen, man. I definitely enjoyed it, man. It was smooth.
Yeah. I appreciate that. And honestly, thank you so much, like Jason, for allowing me to share this on your platform and to do this. Like this was really dope. Look, it was you, it was Tollyrod, it was a lot of people who really inspired, motivated, had some hard talks with me. Yeah, MC Adequate. That had some that really pushed me, and I really appreciate it. But you know, one thing I will say overall that I know we all release albums. Some of us 2.5 years, some like Mowgli every month. Like we all do our thing. But one of the things that I am so grateful of is that this group, this community is not all about music. I appreciate you, Jason. I appreciate you, Tollyrod, for being you guys. And we do music. That's one of the things that brought us together, but that's not the thing. And one of the other things I really, really appreciate about you guys is that you have been so incredibly, I don't know the way to say it, but just like nonchalant about just do it. Like stop thinking about it. Just do it. Don't take yourself too seriously. Where I came from some group that took themselves really seriously, and it's just like, it's okay. Release it, do the next thing. I really appreciate that, man. I really do. You guys have been so incredibly inspiring to me. You guys have been such great friends to me. I'm forever grateful. So, anywho,
you're the man. We wouldn't do it for any lesser mortal. Like you're fucking amazing yourself. So thank you. I'm sure Jason same, right? But yes, like if he wasn't Dio and he wasn't this fucking awesome dude, we come across people making music all the time. It's like no, like we wanted this to happen for a minute. And we just wanted him to put the damn album out so he can enjoy music again, like and not be burdened by it.
And pat yourself on the back for doing it.
Thank you.
Pat yourself on the fucking back, dude.
Pat yourself on the back.
Here we go.
Thank you. Hard enough.
Pat it
One more
harder.
time.
Burp
One more
yourself.
time. One
You
more
better be
time.
burping after you're done patting yourself.
There you go.
Yeah, and one of the things too, Jason, that's come of because of becoming friends with all of you is I'm working on Murder's new album, which is sick, is super sick. I got the opportunity to mix NoEmotion's last album, which was ridiculous to me because NoEmotion was a guy who I followed for years before I got to know him. Like, you man, you just have no idea how much this means to me and how grateful I am for all of this. Like, I can't believe it. Like, at Tollyrod's Knuckle Dragger CD is in my car, and I bump it all the goddamn time. And it really is, it's strange for me when I hear you, Jason, when I hear Tollyrod, when I hear Don, that you are the people that I'm hearing in the music. Because the people I'm hearing in the music, I'm putting on a pedestal. It's very strange. It's weird. And I just, again, like, thank you for allowing me to do the listening party. Thank you for allowing me and graciously welcome me into the gods. And I really appreciate you being my friend, man. And all of you, like, yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah, like it's
even the shitty ones.
even the crappy ones. Yeah. No, really appreciate it. So, anywho.
Hey, real quick question. How many times, what would you say, which song did you remix the most times? Like, what was the one that was the biggest pain in the ass the entire way and you probably have like 27 mix downs of?
Yeah, that's
it's got to be one of them.
Yeah, that's pretty easy. It's don't
say the saddest one.
No. Oh God, no. That was by far the easiest one for me. The one that really was the best kind of alone. That was. I almost ixnayed that from the album because I wasn't sure people were gonna get it. I didn't like the beat. I did not like the original version. I did, but then as I workshopped that one, and I was also like, it was funny. It was actually Jason had a conversation with me, and it wasn't until I had the conversation with Jason where I was like, oh. I know what the best kind of loan was about. Jason and I were talking about, people who like jump in. They're like, "Hey, you know what you should do, Jason? You should do this and you should do that." And it's like all the people come with all the ideas, but they don't want to do anything. Like they have the ideas of how you should do things, but they don't do things themselves. And now all of a sudden I had this like epiphany. I was like, oh, it's the best kind of alone. It's everybody loves what you do, but they don't want to do it. Like, that means you're doing something well. That means you're doing something great. And when I had that epiphany, I was like, oh, the beat needs to be different. It needs to be like a little more like chill. It needs to be whatever.
Are you going to be able to give away your music to somebody else, like other producers producing shit for you and stuff like that? Or are you always gonna like hold on to all the control?
I cannot wait for other people to produce my shit. I am so done with it. That was a thing I put upon myself to produce all the beats, and that's a fuck ton of work. I cannot wait to just rap on other stuff. Like, I'm working on the 16 Bits album right now, and we have other people's beats, and it's wonderful. Oh, it's so great. It's so good. Like, I do not need to be in control. The thing I care about is the mix, right? The end product. I want it to be high production, but no, fuck the beat. Like, like I would love to get beats to rap to. Yeah.
You hear that, producers?
Yeah, no, I
Leo's
am
open for business.
I am, yeah, please. By all means, like all that. And then the other thing I will say is like one of the things I learned about this album is like doing your first album, like Jason, like when you did your first album, did you pine over it or did you just get it out and then get done with it?
I really wanted to get it out, dog. I've always been like that. I've always just like whatever project I'm working on, I have my moment where I go really hard, like I like push, and then I was like I chill, and then it's a fucking super rush to just get it done. Just try to push it out.
And have you found that when you do more work on an album or less work, it doesn't matter? Like it just is.
I don't think it matters.
Yeah. Like
you need to prepare yourself for your next experience.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things I learned from you is you can try to do everything like whatever, but nobody gives unless you're being paid millions of dollars and you're part of a record label, nobody gives a shit. Like, and so I think that's one of the things I want to do is like, create the content.
So much that they don't give a shit. They just don't. They're not going to notice what you notice, and so at some point you got to allow them to just notice.
Yeah.
Because like otherwise you're just in your own cycle of I'll tweak this. It sounds better every time. And all of a sudden it sounds worse than it did a week ago. And you're like, wait, how did I get here? Why does it sound like that is so unnecessary? Like that is like the least organic shit ever. I feel like with Jason would be or his cousin would be doing like these like, daily things and I'm like, how would you possibly be able to like control all that, have all that going on, and it's like the answer is like you just got to do it and let it go.
Yep.
It's gone, and you just move on to the next one. And if you want to change it, you change it the next time. If you don't want to change it, who gives a shit? Like, nobody's gonna notice one day from the next. It's as long as it sounds okay, which is the bare minimum. You're just in your own head, pushing buttons for no reason.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Well, we gotta let. We can't be here forever. So let's go ahead and who's here as far as
Can I say something real quick as a side note, just in case anybody's still up and wants to fuck around? I believe Mowgli is being interviewed on a program right now that you could actually go on Twitch and find. So if you just happen to be like, you're not doing anything else, you might as well go fucking support the fucking motherfucking man.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Drop the link.
Yeah. I'll put the link in.
Yeah, hell yeah. But let's go ahead and let's say goodbye to the gods. So first up here we have you look like you're deaf, Stello. So let's go to Dr. Vogue. Dr. Vogue, what do you want to say before we get out of here?
Good job.
Thank you.
Album was dope. Fucking proud to know you, friend. And I hope everybody else had a good ass time. And let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go. And Vogue, I just can't tell you how much I appreciate your encouragement and just you as a friend. Thank you so much, man. It means a lot to me. You've been a constant in my life, and ever since I got with the gods, and I feel you're what was it?
Simpatico.
Thank you, simpatico. Yeah, simpatico. Yeah. And I just really appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
Appreciate your presence, man.
Yeah, man.
Good job.
And then Don Murder, what do you want to say before we get out of here?
Really enjoyed it, man. You know
Thank
what I'm saying? You a dope MC, man. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
We love you, brother.
That means a lot coming from you. And then EDK, what do you want to say before we get out of here?
I had a great time. I missed a little bit because of taking care of my mom, but awesome.
Thank you.
I enjoyed it. And keep on putting stuff out.
I will.
And never, and never. Sometimes the stuff that you don't like or the mix you don't like, other people like.
True.
You never know what people like. I
True.
just like some of my mixes are shit, and those they get all the love, you know. And the ones I take, sometimes the fastest song you make or whatever.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that hit hard. The ones that you take a lot of time on.
Yeah.
And critique a lot. That's the ones that nobody cares about.
Yep.
Don't be afraid to trust.
Right.
Trust is okay.
It's true.
Trust the listener.
And I appreciate being on the Gods, like always.
Of course, man. And then, are we gonna be able to get anything from Kobe? Kobe, what do you want to say?
Nah, he's at a party, dog.
I want to say thank you, DOdouble, for being part of the Gods. You're well appreciated. You bring love and you bring the energy to the world that we need to hear your music more. You know what I'm saying? Just to get the feel of the just the vibes. You know what I'm saying? Because you give good vibes. And we're going to be all right. All right?
Thank you. I appreciate that, Kobe. I appreciate that so much, man. All right. Tyler Rod, Jason, let's get out of here. What do we want to say before we get out of here?
What you want to say?
Pat yourself on the back.
Pat yourself on the back. Hard.
Hell yeah,
Again.
pat yourself on the back. Hell yeah. I want to say, man.
I want to hear the
this is
sound.
dope. Yeah, for real. Good job, DOdouble. You're the man. You made it fucking happen. You came through. You dropped your project. It was an absolute vibe. I was going through a lot, and I'm still am. My computer is just it is acting up, dog. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I gotta figure out some shit. But until my issues of Hiroshima started blowing up over here in my computer world, I was having a very great time just chilling and relaxing. And listening to some good music. The songs was great. The interviews with your family was great. I really enjoyed it, man. Keep up the good work. Can't wait to see the next project, dog.
Thank you, man. All right, so I think we're all out of here. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Who listened? And let's peace. Here we go. Peace out.
We out.
We're gone.